Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the very first ever part of the Pride Aston Villa Women podcast. We are very, very excited for this brand new debut episode. And of course, I can't do this by myself. I've got a wonderful panel with me this evening, and we're going to discuss the first pre-season game against Charlton Athletic that fans were allowed to go to. So we'll go around to a few introductions. Emma, thank you for joining us. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. Excited for this one. Emily, thank you. Lovely to see you. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm drinking a cup of tea, so sorry.
No, it's fine. Now I'm gutted I don't have a cup of tea. That's Tracey, lovely to see you. How are you?
And you too, Freya. I'm not too bad, actually. Not too bad. Thank you.
And of course, a lovely Kate and Ian. How are you? Thank you for joining us.
Not too bad, thank you.
Yes, thanks.
Good, very good. So the first thing we're going to do then is have a bit of a recap of Villa's transfer window so far. Now, we have lost 5 players, and we've got 6 in, including Jill Byings, of course, who is on loan. So technically 5 in, 5 out. Now, talking about transfers out then, Kate and Ian, I'll come to you first. Was there anyone that surprised you that we lost? Expecting those to go.
The fact that we've signed people has shocked me completely, and we've paid money for people. But I think I'd like to have kept Simone.
Yeah.
That was the one, yeah.
Yeah, I think Simone for me is a big loss.
Yeah.
I just think she was just developing into the team and getting back from her ACL, and now we've just lost her and discarded her.
Yeah.
Exactly. Gone to the wrong side of Birmingham for
Absolutely.
I think that's
we didn't want her, did we? So we can't knock her for going there because she's a footballer at the end of the day and needs a wage. But I'd rather it have been with us than not with them.
I think that's the worst thing about it, because it's seeing those posts on social media of keep right on, and the new kit and everything. It's like no, it's so wrong.
Yeah, and it's exactly what Kate was saying. We didn't really get to see her when she first transferred because of the injury. It seemed like she was just getting into a bit of a rhythm. And it just seemed like there was maybe something stopping her from getting to that full potential. So, yeah, she was definitely going to get that playing time at Birmingham. But, yeah, it's just, like you said, it just feels wrong. It really does feel wrong. And another one, good to have lost. Of course, we lost Liv, didn't we, to Rangers, Liv McLaughlin. Promising young talent. Emily, talk to us about Liv. Kind of what did you make of that one? Did you expect it?
Yeah, I think I did, if I'm being honest. I didn't want it to happen, but after how well she did in the loan spell and how much she seemed to enjoy it up there, I don't agree with I think we should have kept her because we need to keep hold of the young talent that we've got, but I can see why she said yes to the move. So.
She's playing Champions League tomorrow night, isn't she?
Yeah, exactly, against Arsenal of all people. I mean, as much as we do love Villa, we weren't going to give her that opportunity, weren't we, to play that football. And Emma, of course, your favourite Alicia Lehman. We lost her.
So gutted. Well, that transfer really didn't bother me at all. She wasn't great for Villa. Not last season, but the season before, she had a few good spells, but then when she had bad spells, they were bad. And it just felt like she didn't get going last season. Like, there was one game and someone threw the ball into her and she was just looking around, and it's like, well, you're here to play football, not stand and look pretty on the pitch. So
the Chelsea match.
The Chelsea game for us.
Oh, the Chelsea match.
Let Liv Charles run past her.
She was laughing.
Oh gosh, yeah. Can't forget that at Bescott. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, because weren't we shouting at one point?
We were all shouting, weren't we? We were all shouting. Yeah. Marker!
It made Liv Charles laugh for the whole match anyway, didn't it?
It did. Hey, we're there for the entertainment. It's all.
The thing is, though, with Lane, with Alicia, I mean, towards last season, I think the last couple of games, didn't she score in each game?
Yeah.
And now she's doing pretty well with Juventus, isn't she?
Yeah.
So,
scores yeah.
Maybe she's left just as she's starting to come into her own. I don't know. Yeah.
bit typical, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just coming to our own. But yeah, it was a strange one because obviously that marketing side of Alicia, Villa didn't really tap into, did they? To make the most of it. But Juventus, I don't know if anyone else follows them on social media, but it felt like every video, every post was Alicia, and it was Alicia featuring Juventus. Like it was very much that. And they've done really well out of it. I think all of their pre-season cup games, she started, which we all kind of, a couple of us who like Italian football, we all kind of went, she's not going to start. She's going to sit on the bench. She might come on for a bit. But no, she's been starting. And then in their last game, she scored on the 86th minute to win 6-3, Juve. So maybe Italian football is her calling. Maybe it suits her. Suits her a lot better than the WSL.
They're welcome to her.
Yeah, I don't think there's any love lost, is there, for that one?
Her attendance figures will go up.
Yeah.
Well,
It'll go down.
Well, so to my friend Camilla, who's out there, and a lot of Italian teams don't actually charge for tickets because they struggle to get people in. So charging, they'd get no one. But I think Juventus and Roma, the last couple of seasons, have just started to bring in admissions, which is mad, isn't it? Really, considering what is in this country. But yeah, they're definitely getting the viewing figures, I think, for that one. And of course, Freya Gregory back out on loan. Anyone got any thoughts on losing Freya again when we thought she was maybe going to come back to us?
We just don't seem to give her a chance, do we?
No. It's like we called her back in January, and then she barely played. I think that must have been tied into what else was going on with Reading, perhaps, because I don't see why else.
I think they'd maxed out their loans and they needed a striker, so they had to send somebody back.
But then we didn't use her at all, did we?
No.
We didn't.
And she's really, really good. We've watched her play quite a lot for the under-23 in England.
Did really well.
And she's brilliant for them, absolutely brilliant. Which is a disappointing part.
And you just think what she could be able to do if given, a good couple of starts, a good run, and just to get that confidence up, get those minutes up. But I suppose at Southampton, she's going to get that time, isn't she? She's going to get those starts, she's going to get those minutes. And
it was interesting. I can't remember, in one of the interviews, the new manager spoke a little bit about, I think it was the first interview, when he did his first interview at Bodymore. I think he spoke about wanting to develop young players and get them playing for their international teams and stuff. So it's interesting that, like, he's saying that, but then also we're sending sort of young players out still that could be developed at home. I suppose maybe that's something that happened before he...
I was thinking, I don't know when that was maybe arranged. Maybe it was already a done deal before he maybe came in. But if that's something he has been passionate about, then hopefully when
just going back to what you said at the start, you said it's basically same in, same out.
Yeah,
you said numbers wise, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like we've had a really good window.
Positive. I'd say we had positive signings.
Yeah, and
it's bigger, even though it's not.
I do think probably Georgia Mullet needs to go out on loan.
I agree.
I've thought that.
She's hit that brick wall, hasn't she?
Yeah, because of course she was at the Euros, wasn't she? And then got injured. Was it first match?
Second,
Yeah, and you just think, I mean, the pictures were dreadful, like, just as a side note, but you just think, and then she's been injured, how much that's going to set her back. So, yeah, a good loan, I think, for Jordan.
A good championship loan for her would be brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, if Robert DePau is watching, just that's what we think. That's how we think should go. Now, most of us were at the match at the weekend, and we did get to see our new loanees in action. Now, we haven't seen Jill Byings yet. Is she carrying a knock, did someone say?
I'm curious why they've not said anything about it.
They haven't said anything, have they?
But she's active on every social media page possible.
Yeah, and she was at Spain at the game, wasn't she?
Yeah, and she's interacting with all the players, but not on the pitch.
Which is just bizarre. So we might see Jill at some point. I hope we see Jill.
She has a relative who is part of the fan club. I'm not sure whether it's her dad or whether it's her brother, Gerard Bayings. I did message him actually to find out where she was, and he did get back to me, and he said that she'll be back soon. He didn't go into any more detail than that.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
A bit of progress.
I didn't want to push it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. As long as she's actually real, I think that's all that matters.
AI.
Yeah, AI football. Surprises. Now, of course, we also got to see Paolo Tomas. Were we impressed?
Say that again, Freya.
Paolo Tomas.
Oh, okay. Not Paula then. All right.
Let's say it properly. Paula.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, she had a phenomenal game. She got us the equaliser right at the end, didn't she? We will talk about that later. I'm not just skipping over it. And of course, we got to see Miss Will Kearns, Chastity Grant, Katie Robinson. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Sabs just yet, but she is.
Sorry. She is our best water carrier.
I was just about to say she is a phenomenal water girl.
Absolutely.
That micro warm up she did.
Yeah, so for those who weren't at the match, so Sophia Poole went down, didn't she? And Sabs was like, right, okay, a warm up. She went on a run, and then Sophia got straight back up and she was like,
yeah, she got to the corner flag.
Did an awkward wave as well.
Back into the dugout.
But hey, she was proactive and she's absolutely lovely. So yeah, I can't wait to see her in goal. Hopefully, she might get a game against Everton, maybe. Bit more of a stronger side, stronger keeper. Hopefully get those minutes in. Because of course she is wearing the number 1, isn't she? So fingers crossed we do get to see her get some minutes. Right then, talk about the game, shall we? So we'll talk about it. I mean, we could talk about however we want. But first half, makes more sense. Now, when we saw the starting 11, Emma, I know you were in Spain, so we're trying to follow along through Twitter and things like that. Emma, what did you think of the starting 11? Were you quite happy?
I can't remember who was on the starting 11 now. I was happy that Paul got the chance to start because I can't. Has she started any of the other pre-seasons? I know she's played, but I can't remember if she started.
I don't think she started, no.
But she really deserves that start. I was shocked to see Daly on the bench because I don't think she started any of the pre-seasons, has she? So I just thought maybe she could have a chance. But
come on.
She came on at like the 60th minute, so I mean, she had minutes, I guess.
Lots of minutes on our legs, yeah. We did all laugh because she came on. She had the captain's armband on the whole time on the bench. So then when she like whipped her vest off, she was like, "Yep, ready."
Confused,
Ready
like,
to come on and take over.
who was wearing it already? But I think Lucy Stan had a different one.
Yeah,
We were like, wait, if she's coming on wearing it, have we not had a captain? Who's been captain? But they were wearing different.
No, we all like to do a double take. Like, hang on, how was that? Gone from osmosis through that to someone's bed. Yeah, because Emily, the only new change really was Kate Robinson started, didn't she? How do you feel she played? Because I felt there was a bit of a shift between the first and second half. But from you watching her,
I thought she played really well.
Yeah,
and I think the manager's used her quite a lot. I mean, he's trying to obviously spread minutes across the board, but I think she's gelled, like fit in pretty much immediately on that right wing because they've been playing. Whether was it the end of the last game and then the first half of this game, they was playing sort of more 2 up top, or sort of a more attacking front line or in midfield. So you had Ebony and Dree both sort of more central, and then Robinson and Hanson on the wing. And I thought she fit in really well with that system that they're playing, because you had Mailing, Robinson and Leon sort of all interlinking down that side, attacking to the right as we were watching. Yeah, I thought she played really well.
Yeah, it was really positive, and she seemed really enthusiastic and determined on the ball as well. Like she really got into it, which was my only criticism of her in the second half. And I don't know if anyone else agreed, but it just felt like it got to maybe about 60-70 minutes and then maybe that fitness wasn't quite there, and it just seemed to drop slightly. And Yeah, and it's just like, okay, well, this is what she can do. So hopefully, as that fitness progresses with that one. Kate and Ian, did anything stand out for you in that first half that maybe wasn't quite up to scratch, conceding in the first 5 minutes?
Lucy Staniforth, I thought was awful.
Okay. Yeah,
you
go
could tell
for
she
it.
hadn't played football since January.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought her touch was really, really poor on Sunday, and obviously cost us the first goal.
I saw that on one of the highlights. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
A lot of good individual performances. Some of the times we were quite genuine as a team, which seemed to improve as the half went on.
Mm.
So this is obviously a lot of new players coming in, and I think we did seem to get better and better in that first half.
I don't know what she was thinking though, passing the ball straight across goal.
We basically we were getting further and further back, and then you just thought this is inevitable. But basically, passing it across the goal.
And I prefer Lucy Parker in the midfield than as a centre back.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't rate her. I think she's a better centre midfielder than what she is a centre back. I just think she breaks up play really, really well.
Yeah, because
we've got sort of Patsy, Dan Turner, and Lucy. I mean, obviously Rachel Coursey as well, but I feel like the starting two centre backs probably will come out of those first three.
Yes.
And it's like, yeah, I suppose if she can be utilised elsewhere, then you could start Patsy and Dan still.
But I've just thought the whole team, they were all buzzing, weren't they? We had none of the shouting at the players and all that. I just thought the whole team spirit on Sunday was absolutely brilliant and a lot different to what we've had probably for 12 months. There
was a lot of, I know we didn't see any pre-season last year, so maybe that's the same as usual. But there was a lot of, even if something didn't come off afterwards, as the play was resetting or whatever, they'd be like, "Oh, did you want me there, or did you want?"
Yeah.
There was a lot of communication as to how they could fix whatever had just gone wrong, sort of thing, rather than getting frustrated with each other.
Obviously, me not being there, what was Sophia Poore's communication like? Was it much better than what we've seen with DVD last season?
Had a lot of the ball, so there wasn't much.
Oh, okay.
At the back, apart from the two sort of mistakes where we gave the goals away, we had a lot of the possession really.
Okay.
When she came running out the area, that was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I know what I've said there.
Yeah, talk us through that, Kate. Go on.
So the ball comes back and she obviously wants to clear it and just goes running out, decides to trap it, then dribble it a bit as there's 4 Charlton players running towards her. It was quite entertaining.
We were just, please boot it away.
Yeah, we're all screaming, booting.
All shouting at it.
It was, yeah. But she was calm, I'll give her a due.
Yeah, and I feel, again, don't know about anyone else, but I feel quite confident with her. Like, yes, there were a couple of mistakes at the back, but it wasn't necessarily her.
I do like the way the goalkeeping coach, when we had the 20-minute drink break, went straight to her and explained everything. And I did like that about the new setup. The fact that she's got somebody to focus with and talk to.
Like a mentor.
Yeah, very much so. He was straight there talking her through what had gone wrong, which I really liked.
Yeah, I really like that. And the fact that we were so close to the dugout as well, weren't we? So we heard pretty much all of the conversations.
We were kind of listening to team talk when they were having the drinks break. Like, no, shush, we want to hear what he's saying.
Some of the other groups started to sing. We were like, no, we want to hear. We want to hear the advice. Everything going on. But yeah, no, it was brilliant because even like when the subs were coming on, you got to see the actual, they were talking about the set pieces and they had everything printed off and there was a nice little folder that they'd made. And, just all of those little interactions that I don't think were that obvious last season and the seasons before. But the fact that, like you said, they seem to have put all these new things in place, it's like, oh, okay, we've got some really good foundations now. So yeah, it's a really, really impressed. Because Emily, as well, you, when they did score, what did Lucy Stan say again?
Oh, about, in the second half when she'd come off, she was like, there was something about, oh, you mean when she went down? I don't know which one you mean. It was
She was like, all that, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the first goal. They were talking about how it was a good goal. I think one of them said, "Oh, you should do that more in training" or something like that. She also said she went down winded. I think must have been the first half, maybe.
Yes, that was it. Yeah,
we ended up because the ref was not great as usual. We ended up having to put the ball out of play, and afterwards, when she was sort of sat after she'd been subbed off, she said, "You know, if you could have scored, you should have carried on." I couldn't really breathe, but it's fine. It was like I got an elbow in the chest or something. So.
I know, bless it. Yeah, she was lying there for what felt like forever, and the ref was just like, "Carry on." Like, no, play it down. Stop, player. Come on. So yeah, the ref was interesting to say the least. He looked like he was going to hug one of the Charlton players at one point. I was like, "Are you their dad? Like, is this why?"
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was more like a granddad than a dad, though. I think he was.
Well, yeah. So yeah, we were all questioning that. I have to say though, Ellie Brazil for Charlton, she was a superstar getting that goal so incredibly quick. Because I didn't realise she only made 5 appearances for Spurs last season.
Yeah.
So the fact that now she's a starter and a very, quite a secure starter in that setup. But yeah, she was brilliant. She was a threat every time she got the ball. So it's quite annoying when she did get the ball, really. So it's like, no, not again. So Charlton did score within the 5-minute mark. Was there a moment as well? Because I remember thinking, oh, don't do this again, Villa. don't have this mix up at the back and this letdown. But we did it at the start of each half, mix up at the back. And you just think we need to be able to start stronger, don't we? And kind of, Tracey, from what you saw last season as well, from those issues at the back, what do you hope that you see maybe next week going into the season where that doesn't become Villa again?
Well, that they sort it out, basically. It's
simple.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's got to be something that they practice in training. So it's like, why can't you do it on the pitch in a game, kind of thing? Do you know what I mean? Why can't you organise yourselves a little bit better? But hopefully, not saying this in a negative way towards Carla, but because we've got a new manager now, hopefully, things will develop and the team can gel a little bit more and start to predict and work together and sync a little bit better.
Yeah, that they've got that cohesion that they can come together and they
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Emily, we said
sorry Freya, I do feel that last season, I always want, what is happening in training? Why is it that every week we're coming out and we're just not being impressive, we're not performing, we're not gelling? What is it, what is going on in training that is stopping us from performing on the pitch in games? So my hope this year is the fact that we've got so many new signings, we've got a brand new manager, a few more back staff, changes in the back staff, that can truly get sorted out this season. And we've made a pretty good start in pre-season, so hopefully we can iron it all out and sort it all out.
Yeah, absolutely. Because again, what I was going to say there to Emily was kind of, we saw the shift in between the first and the second half, because we were chatting about it, saying, the first half we came out, we looked threatening, we looked like we were on the attack, like that was our goal. And then the second half, it felt like he changed for a very heavy midfield. And then it just seemed that those gaps just really, really opened up. Emily, what do you think could be a happy medium there? Because it was a good chance to see the different players, but actually, what could have been better maybe about those subs in the second half? Do you think?
I don't know. I wonder how much of it was just trying to get players to have minutes. I'm wondering if in the next couple of games we'll see more of a trying to settle into what a formation or a
Yeah.
lineup that he wants to play. But
I agree with
definitely the first half there was a lot of wing play, because I think we sort of had two holding midfielders in Lucy Stan and Miri, and then the two up top and then the two on the wing. Whereas in the second half they took off Kirsty and Dree and put on Kenza and Jordan. So sort of two out and out wingers for two sort of.
The whole purpose of pre-season, though, isn't it? To kind of, give people a chance to play in actual matches and to put into practice what they've been doing in training and figure things out for the start of the season. Who's actually going to play where and when and how often.
I thought it was Miri's best game I've ever seen her play on Sunday.
I was just about to say, can we just have a shout out for Miri Taylor, please?
Yeah. Immense.
That, her performance. Yeah, Kate, Ian, what did you think of Miri in that match?
She didn't stop, did she, from the first ball to the last ball? Yeah. She just, lost Emma. We just ran and was very controlled, because I know she's quite aggressive, but it was controlled aggression on Sunday.
Yeah.
I just thought she was brilliant on Sunday.
Yeah.
But going back to the midfield, we were just too many in there and no outlet.
Yeah, it's all narrow. It got narrow, congested in the middle, and there's no width in it to get the ball in. It just totally the wrong formation, I think.
I'm zooming right on you, Ian.
Going back to Miri, do you think it might be down to the fact that she's been signed permanently and she just feels a lot more secure now and she's giving it loads more than what she did last season? Possibly.
The system
suits her better. Maybe Carla's system, I don't know.
She kept coming across to Robert, didn't she, to ask him what he wanted her to do. Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Do you want me to do this? So he's obviously giving them information, and she.
Oh, that's good.
He never sat down either, did he? He was very much. I mean, we did joke. It sounded a bit like a PE teacher at one point. It was like, go to the left, go to the right, forward, down. Like it was like he was shouting all the time. But like to the point where you think, okay, by Christmas they're going to know exactly what he wants and how to play and how to interact with each other. Okay, I can't stop looking at your camera. It's great.
You've got some
angle. It's fantastic.
A high-tech piece of equipment there.
I know, yeah.
I'll sit by him.
This beats my selfie stick, this does.
We missed that.
I was going to say,
Needed it on Sunday.
even the couple of times towards the end of last season when we played two up top with Rach, or maybe it was when she was having to drop a little bit deeper because we were out of midfielders. I think I think we look better playing like that rather than lone striker up top anyway. Because a lot of the times Rach was just dropping so deep last season, then you end up with nobody up front. So I'd like to see us start in that formation, to be honest.
See, Rach and Dree in the middle up front, and then just interchanging it to one dropping back going forward. And I think those two together will be very effective.
I think Dree had a bit of a free roll on Sunday as well.
Yeah.
Because she was everywhere, wasn't she, on Sunday?
Yeah,
she was everywhere. And then when they were going, go to your left, go to your right. No, other one, Dree. Other one.
Yeah, we have to write it on her hands, I think.
Yeah.
Colour boots.
However, let's talk about Dree's goal. Of course, that brought us back into the game. It brought us back to 1-1. Who would like to take us through Dree's goal? That watched it, because it was phenomenal. I've got to get my notes up from what I said. So I think I said left 4 Charlton shirts down in the box.
Watch the footage back, and you're right. It was 4 players that she got past before she scored that goal. It was phenomenal.
We were sort of going, shoot now. Like, okay.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
And also, of course, Miri Taylor's thunderbolt of a strike.
Oh,
if that would have gone in, that would have been incredible. I did get footage of that actually, and that is in the TikTok that we will tell everyone at the end how to see that one. But yeah, it was just that would have got in if that darn defender wasn't in the way. Then it would have been beautiful. I'm just trying to find Yeah, I just capital letters. Adrian Leon gets the equaliser and just went straight for it. But yeah, she did. She left defenders down in the box, and you could see they were like, "How has she gotten through?" Like, put everyone back to defend that, and she just got through. But that's why we love her, and that's why she's our one of our Canadian superstars now. Not the only one anymore with the lovely Sabs. Now, yeah. So it seemed like. So it was 1-1. We were like, right, a goal's coming. It's got to be coming. Now, of course, the second half, the goal did come, but it was for Charlton.
We were still trying to work out who was actually, if any subs had been made or what was going on. Sort of heard the breath of the whistle. And then suddenly you're like, wait, what's happening?
Because then suddenly... because we will just put a disclaimer out for that stadium. It was deathly silent, wasn't it? So that was part of why we could hear everything and all the instructions. Because I think there was maybe one little group of Charlton supporters that maybe did a Charlton or something. It wasn't. it was that. So yeah, we tried, didn't we? Try to get the chance going. Emily was on it, getting the chance going.
I heard that, Emily. I heard, yes.
But it was quite good because we kept checking in with each other, like, you're going to join in, right? Let's make
you got to go with me.
we all did it. We all got behind you. But yeah, so we're trying to get the atmosphere going, weren't we? And being like a normal game. But yeah, it was an interesting atmosphere, but I quite liked that other side of it, that we could hear so much. However, where was I going with that comment? I have no idea. What was I talking about?
Why we missed the goal? Why we all missed the Charlton?
Why we all missed the goal? There we go. Yes, because I can't sit still. I was doing 5 things at once, so I was trying to tweet out what all the subs were, and I kept having to go to different people. Right, who did you see? Right, that they have come off. Right, lovely. Is Kenza on? Yep, great. Right, I've got 5. They're only showing 4. But what was good on their screen, they had the arrows, didn't they, of the subs and the goals and things like that, which was quite nice. So yeah, I think I was only missing 1 at the end. Oh, I missed Ebony. Ebony Salmon come off. Because again, it seemed like 4 or 5 swapped at once. And it was like, okay, right. How do we keep up with that one? But again, that could have been part of why it was a bit iffy in that second half, because there were so many changes. But yeah, it's just like Tracey said earlier, it's going to find time to get that right formation, isn't it?
I was kind of surprised to see, I mean, in a good way, because it's good for her to get minutes, but I was surprised to see Sophia play the whole game.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, we were expecting that change at half time, weren't we?
I thought Sam was going to play the second half. Maybe, but...
Yeah, I think Sam might have thought she was going to play the second half as well.
But I suppose maybe Sophia won't get any minutes next week, perhaps. So they're just alternating and trying to get them up to full 90.
Yeah,
maybe. I hope so. Because again, they're both, phenomenal talents, and we need to keep them both. Might start doing a Chelsea and just every match. Who's gonna?
Well, hopefully.
Oh, Emily, your microphone's gone a bit weird. Try again.
I went on it. I was gonna say, I hope whatever, if Annalete's got some sort of knock, it's not anything, just something she picked up in training that will be gone by next week, sort of thing.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully, yeah, because we can't lose our favourite Kiwi, can we? for that one. Now, we then got so it was 2-1. Now, Kenza came on, had a pretty good match. Yeah. However, she did come off after, was it 20 minutes-ish?
Just over 20 she played, wasn't it?
Yeah, just over the 20. Now, we won't go into it, obviously, because it doesn't feel fair to really speculate and do that. But if we just talk more generally about players' maybe welfare and their supports and their mental health, Tracey, what do you think? If a player, is it worth playing a player even for 20 odd minutes, even if you think they're not really ready? Or should it be kind of what do you think should be best in that situation? Or should it be down to the player?
I was just going to say, I think it's the player that will determine whether they're ready or not. I mean, that 20 minutes might have. We don't know what's going on, do we? Yeah, we can only speculate, like you said. So that 20 minutes might have been really, really helpful for her to boost her confidence. If she's had a drop in confidence, I'm just speculating here. If she's had a drop in confidence, it could have been pre-agreed, like, how long do you want to go on for? She might have come up with that time. You know, so we don't really know what happened and how it all came about. But yeah, ultimately, I think it's down to the player whether they feel that they're ready.
Yeah, Emily, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say it's the first minutes, because we think she's probably only been back in pre-season training for maybe a week. So for it to be the first minutes since sort of over a month ago, it's probably sort of managing that as well physically.
Yeah, exactly, physically and mentally. But of course we just want the best for them, do we? And we just hope whatever situation our players are in, obviously regardless of who it is in a more general sense, that they're doing what's right for them, and putting themselves first rather than the team.
Exactly.
And we'd much rather they were okay at the end of the day, rather than anything else, because it still is pre-season. So it's not the end of the world if not. Well, like you said, maybe a good 20 minutes to kind of clear any cobwebs.
Exactly. Yeah.
And because we've got quite a big squad now, she hasn't got that pressure on, has she?
Yes, exactly.
Whereas before she would have been expected to play 80, 90 minutes every week because we've only got 15 players. Whereas this year we've got probably every position filled, haven't we? So at least I can bring her in gradually and at her pace rather than anybody else's.
Exactly.
How did she do while she was on the pitch? I haven't seen any footage of that.
She did well.
Did she do well?
Yeah. She was a normal Kenza.
She was getting some sort of stick from their players, like shirt pulled and barged about and that.
Oh yeah, she had 3 or 4 of them on her at any one point. Like,
yeah. She's good.
Constant shirt tugging and pulling her back and pushing them up. But she did well. I think she did really well when she was. She did some good passing and she ran with the ball well. Seemed very aware. So yeah,
it was good. It was a good one out. Yeah, and again, it was nice to see her playing. You know, if that was the right.
I mean, all the players did, but she got a good reception from us all, didn't she?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we definitely shared. Yeah, glad to see her back. And yeah, just enjoying our football is all we want from any of them, haven't we? Now, Rach, we saw when they were against Real Betis in Spain that Rach kind of forgot it was pre-season and she went it straight in with her head, didn't she, to try and get that goal on those highlights. And she nearly did the same again this time, didn't she?
Yeah.
For this one. Now, it got to, I mean, Kenza nearly set up Miri as well for a goal. And again, if that maybe came off, you know, that confidence boost as well would have been fantastic. Now, of course, Rach Daly comes off the bench and in the 81st minute, I believed, you know, she nearly got a goal as well. And I think for Rach, it just feels like such a long time since she was that golden boot scoring every single week and having that confidence back. So, Emma, what do you think? Did you think if she starts getting those goals and again, then maybe we'll see more of the old Rach back?
I think so, yeah. Well, I've already seen pictures of like pre-season and just training in general, and she just seems so much happier. Like, I don't think there's a photo where she's not smiling, and I've really missed that because like she was just so angry last season. Like she was just screaming at everyone, and that's not what we want because that doesn't help the team at all either because it just pushes everyone away from her. So hopefully, if she can get a few more like goals, not even in pre-season, like. Even if she just gets a few in the season, like, I just want to see that Rach back because last season's Rach was just not what we wanted at all.
I think it was pure frustration that she literally just had to carry the team every week, and that's why she was defending, and you know, she was up front, she was in the middle, she was at the back, she was everywhere. And I think it was just pure frustration.
Yeah, she was engaged with the fans after the game. She came over just talking. And
I've seen a video of that. Yeah,
she just singing a song.
We're singing Chastity Grant's song wrong, and she wanted to send us a copy of it, so we could sing it properly.
That's just
right.
Without being asked or anything.
So she's sending it to you, Holty, because that's the only one we could remember.
That is true. Right, okay. I'll check my private group with her then, and
Absolutely.
see she sent it.
Yeah, she did seem a lot happy, a lot more sort of relaxed and sort of.
That's good.
Really, yeah.
But I think the whole setup is a lot happier.
Yeah.
I think there's more to Carla going than we'll ever know. There's a lot gone on since, and I just think everything which has gone on since she's left has been positive.
Mm-hmm. It just looks a lot more relaxed as well. It does. Like, even in the photos, they all just look so happy.
Yeah.
They're all smiling and having a laugh and joking.
I think it has got to help as well, isn't it? I know that's the thing with pre-season. If it doesn't go your way, you go, oh, it's only pre-season. But winning games has got to be better
it does matter.
Than the opposite. Like if you go,
I heard a lot of people last season say that pre-season doesn't matter, but it does.
Yeah.
I think.
You're trying to, especially
it doesn't matter when you lose, but it matters when you win.
Yeah.
It's very much like that. But yeah, no, you're right.
Question. Can I ask a question? Sorry, because I wasn't there on Sunday. Was Leanne there?
No.
She wasn't mentioned in the backroom staff article either, though, was she? So hopefully,
they added a bit on.
It was. They updated it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Amanda said just to confirm, Leanne Hall is still.
There was quite a few.
I think she's there for continuity because she will be the only one left of the old backroom staff. I think that's why she's probably still got a job.
Possibly. Yeah. Yeah, he's got all his people in, hasn't he?
Yeah.
From his previous teams, yeah.
They had the same sort of performance, like nutritionists and stuff. They were all
nicked her from West Brom.
Familiar faces. Hey?
They nicked the new performance analyst from West Brom.
They have. I want to say, she's called Kirsty.
Yes.
She's called Kirsty.
Kirsty Frick.
I had notes on this. Kirsty Frick. Kirsty Frick.
That's it.
Yeah. So Chris Steigel is goalkeeper coach from Newcastle. Of course, Sean Gorter from City, and Jesse van der Broek is his other assistant that he's brought from Bayern Leverkusen. What that one?
If Sean Gorter can develop Rachel and everybody else into as good as Bunny Shaw, then he's earned his money.
Imagine. Yeah, because
get Ebony Salmon to do a Bunny Shaw and we'll all be happy.
Yeah, because
How did Ebony play?
So again,
how did Ebony play on Sunday?
Well, this is what I was going to say. When she's good, she's good. I'll let someone else take this question. Kate, Ian, what do you think?
I thought she made a few decisions whether she could have passed at one stage and she didn't shoot when she should have. I don't know whether it's lack of confidence or I'm not quite sure. But she did a lot of stuff very well.
Yeah.
But some of the decisions weren't quite.
She shot when she should have passed and passed when she should have shot.
Yeah, so it's our final decision making still.
Yeah.
Where
her play was good. So we're sort of running the ball, passing and general play off, which she did well, but not quite there yet.
No, so still a bit of work to do. But yeah, if Sean can come in and do his magic, she's so powerful and so like she can do it. So fingers crossed we see that come through. And of course, we need to give a shout out to Rachel Maltby, who got her first senior starts at the weekend.
If only she could have scored that goal.
Oh yeah.
And when Rachel had the shot came out to her.
Yeah.
If only she could have buried it, it would have been wonderful for her, wouldn't it?
Been the perfect one. But she got a penalty, didn't she?
She took it well.
She took it well. She managed to convert it after 2 misses.
Misses.
I don't know, missed them.
Do you think they were deliberate, those two misses?
I don't know. They went in the same place, didn't they?
I think the ball was weighted. I think it was a dodgy ball because they both did exactly the same thing, didn't they? So it was Noelle and Chastity stepped up and missed it completely the same way, and we all just kind of went, "Eh."
I think we all just chuckled. We were like, "What? How's that happened again?"
So then,
was there any reason why they didn't carry on?
They did
For the
5.
win.
First to 5, just out of 5, and it was still.
I feel like it was more of a practice
3-3.
than a resolution for the game.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, because it felt like, again, I don't know if to anyone else, but it felt like even the players were surprised that there was a penalty shootout. Because suddenly the commentator, the announcer was like, and if everyone can stay in their seats, there will be a penalty shootout. And everyone just kind of went, what? I mean, Lucy Standard took our boots and our socks and everything off. She's just standing there barefoot. And she's like, oh, right, okay.
But I had no idea.
Yeah. Guess who's taking it? But yeah, it was a good chance.
Good practice though, isn't it? For the goalies,
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so well taken as well. I think it was. Well, there were 3 that scored, but Dan Turner's especially was a really good pen.
To the corner, yeah.
Is there anything Dan Turner can't do? She just...
Some of her covering play was a couple of times they had the ball and were due to score. She came flying across and made some fantastic tackles. And she was really quick and very sort of precise tackling. I was impressed with her.
I think as well. I think some of us said that's the fastest we've ever seen her run.
Yeah, she was really
she was on it.
Yeah.
It's really good, really good. So good. But yeah, it was interesting to see who was doing what and where, and but of course, who we haven't really mentioned yet, Thomas as well coming on.
Oh,
I thought again, superstar. Running
right
down.
header.
Oh, it was brilliant. Like she just, again, she seems really powerful and really willing to just.
I was going to say there was a lot of power behind that header.
The controlled aggression in the tackling, she really got stuck in, but didn't give any fouls away. She just really did, and again converted that into attack. The passing was just everything she did was spot on, really.
Yeah, it was brilliant. And again, you've got those players now. I think he's done really well signing them because they've all come in with what seems like a really good hunger and this like passion to play. Because again, even Chastity as well, we didn't see that much of her, but the chunk we did see, again, she was down because annoyingly she was on the far side, wasn't she? Attacking away from us. But again, what we did see was very, very promising indeed. Were there any other standout moments that from the weekend anyone want to talk about that we haven't discussed?
No, just said a bit more of Missy Bow.
Yeah. I did say at first that she looked like she was like 12 because it just seemed like everything was too big for her, and I wasn't expecting it. That's that. But I would like to see a bit more and just see.
I'd like to see her play with more of the sort of setup that they had in the first half, perhaps.
Yeah.
Because in general, the play in the second half was a bit more. The whole thing wasn't as attacking. No. And I'd like to see her in a more of an attacking sort of.
I'd like on Sunday for him to put out what he thinks is his first team. So we can see where we are, rather than this wholesale changes. I'd just like to see core 11 play.
Don't forget, we've got another one at Bodymore. I don't know whether the fans are going to be able to watch that. I think possibly we might be able to.
Is that the Man City one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't say it's behind closed doors, so.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
because you'd hope by now he's got an idea of who his 11 are going to be, and how.
Who do you think we'll see starting at fullback?
Not the fullback. I think Sarah will, but
I'd have to go Thomas.
I'm afraid Thomas was better than Maz on Sunday, in my opinion. I thought Maz was all right, but Thomas was another level, I think.
And I'd go Dan Turner, and if she could play Anna Patton. I think we missed her on Sunday.
Yeah, we did. We really did. And of course, Rich Coursey wasn't there either, was she?
No.
I think she's only going to be a bit player. I do. I think she's going to be come on your last 10 minutes and shore up your defence player.
Yeah.
You
I don't
think?
think, I don't think she'll be a starter.
Is she getting the captaincy this year?
She's club captain.
Yeah, when they announced that she was renewing, I think she was sort of called captain in that post, but that was before the new manager came in and stuff, wasn't it?
I just don't. I think she's just that tad bit slow at the moment.
Yeah, I have to agree there.
Yeah, but to come on with 80 minutes, we're winning 2-0 or 3-0, just to have that extra defender, she'll be brilliant at that. Right, I just don't think she's got
3-0. That sounds quite nice, doesn't it? I quite like that crystal ball you've got, Kate. There, that's quite.
I watch you read too much.
Was that against Chelsea as well, Kate?
Yeah.
Was that against 3-0 against Chelsea as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you imagine though if just like Chelsea just for some reason fell apart and just
no, that they haven't got Emma.
Well, I haven't got Emma. I was talking to one of my friends on the other podcast that's a Chelsea fan, and they were like, well, we never start the season well, so you've got a chance. I was like, I'll take it. I will take it for that one. Yeah. So it did end 2-2 and then pens 3-3. So really nothing was really decided, to be honest. But it did show that Charlton, you can tell they're pushing for promotion. And I think
says that.
But she's a good manager. All right. What's the name as a manager? Hills. Can't think what her first name is.
Oh, yeah.
She used to be a Spurs manager, hadn't she? But I do right. I think she's a very good manager.
I want to say Lauren. Is it Lauren?
No, I don't think it's Lauren.
No.
It's you got it.
Hang on. I'm getting it. Karen.
That's it.
Sounds like Lauren. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Lauren Hill's a singer though, Freya.
Well, that's see. Imagine if she was manager of Charlton Athletic. What an interesting league that would be. So yeah, but no, she has done a really good job. So yeah, and they start their season next weekend, which is very, very exciting as well. So we've talked about who impressed us. Now we do face Everton next weekend, last game of pre-season that we know we can attend. Before, of course, the season starts on the 20th. I still can't believe it's September, to be honest. So what we can go around and again, everyone can jump in what they think. What would we like to see from this season, and possibly where you think we'll do by Christmas? We'll do a little Christmas prediction. Where do you think Villa are going to be by Christmas? So from what we've seen so far, what we think could happen. Emma, coming to you first. What do you think? What would you like to see from Villa over the next couple of weeks, months?
I'd like a top half finish at the end of the season.
Okay.
So I just want people to not know our next move, because I feel like last season we just got too predictable. We played the same 11, the same positions. Rach was constantly isolated. Everyone knew how to mark her because she'd had the season before and just flew. So, I just think we need to be a bit more unpredictable this season to try and get the results, because I think that was our main downfall last season.
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, try and actually keep other teams guessing and actually be able to have that rotation as well. Again, with a bigger squad, we can actually have that movement. Yeah. Emily, what do you think? What are you predicting?
I would like to see clean sheets and closing out games. We massively last year, there were a lot of games where 60, 70 minutes we were going toe to toe, and then the last 20 we just drop concentration or letting silly goals and things like that. I'd like to see us just close out games, and even if it means ending up with a draw or just keeping clean sheet, even if you're winning 3-0, get the game to finish 3-0. Don't let it go right at the end. Do you know what I mean? Clean sheets.
Yeah, because the amount of times we maybe scored in the 12th or the 20th minute, and we went, "Oh, it's going to be a long rest of the game," because we knew keeping that score just wasn't like an assured thing, was it? Tracey, what are your hopes for this first half of the season to Christmas?
More instinctive play, more organisation on the pitch. Ultimately, meaning more goals and more wins.
I like that what you said about the instinctive play, because a lot of the times last season it seemed like, well, we're passing it here and we're passing it there because that's what we've been told to do. Just have a shot, do your own thing, see what you can do.
Exactly.
Yeah, go with your gut. If you feel, I can make that, just go for it. Like, because what can you lose? Either it just doesn't go in. Okay, you try again. It's fine. It's all good. And finally, Kate and Ian, what are your hopes and dreams for the first half of the season? Anything you think we could improve? Anything you want to see that you have seen in pre-season that you want to continue? What are you thinking?
Beat the teams that we should beat.
Yeah.
And put up a good battle against the top teams. That's what I want to see.
And what's in mistakes?
Yeah.
Keep being consistent in defence and then quick on the attack. I think which is what he that's his plan. We've got the players to attack and to create chances. We just need to make sure we don't mess it up at the back.
But I will give him his due. On Sunday, our corner routines were fantastic.
Yes, they were very, very.
They were very varied as well, weren't they?
Yes, we weren't just booted it in the box.
No.
We actually had 5 or 6 really good corner routines, which is a big development. But I just think we need to beat the teams like Crystal Palace and all the teams we expect to be below us, but fight against the teams at the top.
I think I had a sort of looking at the fixtures before Christmas. I feel like we can get to Christmas on sort of 14 points. I feel like
I'm feeling quite positive.
Yeah. It feels different, doesn't it, this season?
It feels
like there's been a change in the waters.
The whole club just feels different.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Even the social media is getting better.
Well, hey, we're getting updates. It's great.
Yeah, kind of.
More than last year.
I was going to say we just turned up last year and hope for the best, didn't we? With what was going on. But yeah, no, absolutely. Everything is changing and for the better, and very, very positive indeed. Right, brilliant. I think.
And what do you want, Freya, for the season?
What do I want? Thank you for asking. I just want them to play with that freedom, because not last season before, every game you just felt like they had a belief and a confidence and a joy, and it was a pleasure to watch. And even if things didn't quite go right, it was like, oh, but I could see what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
And like you could see the bigger picture, whereas last season it just felt like, again, whatever went on, just
last season I thought we were really lucky to get 7th position.
Yeah. Considering at Christmas, which is why I was saying for Christmas, where do you think we're going to be? At Christmas, everyone was like, "Oh, are we going to be in a relegation battle?" Like it was dire. It was bad. But,
really lucky.
Yeah. So just this again up until Christmas. Just have that really good run of games and fight, don't be such a kind of an easy one for the bigger teams. I think at one point they were like, Villa's 3 points. And it wasn't even a second guess. But yeah, just that confidence and that joy. That's what I'd love to see. Going back.
The fixtures come out today, didn't they, for the Conti Cup? Well, it's not called that anymore, but
It always makes Conti Cup.
Yeah, I'm good. It's not called the Conti Cup anymore. How am I going to mispronounce it in my accent? Like, how? What are the sponsors going to take place? Yeah, should we have a look then? And that'll be the last thing we discuss. Bear with.
I'm excited for cold nights at Bescott.
Yeah. With that restricted view, looking at that concrete post.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of restricted views with the post, there was something that went round for the Portsmouth game, and it said, "Did you see it?"
Oh,
it was, supporters, please be advised: if you are under 5'4", you will not be able to see from row A. Please choose seats further back. I was like, "Well, that's me done then."
At Kings Meadow, the seats at Kings Meadow, right at the front, are really low down, aren't they? Like almost level with pitch. Yeah.
Oh,
That's why we didn't know that Annalise had gone out to box because we couldn't see.
Yeah. Oh God, I hope that doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Could you imagine? We're like, yeah, we're going to smash it. It's going to be great. Oh, never mind. Never mind for that one. Right. Okay. So yes. So the Women's League Cup, because we are yet to have a new sponsor. We've got Wednesday, October the 2nd against Crystal Palace at Bescott. Crystal Palace, I mean, they've done some good business this transfer window. Are we feeling, is it going to be a fight, do you reckon? Or do you think we should win that one, right?
I think we should.
I think we should win it.
Yeah.
I feel like they might have trouble gelling like we did last season, because I feel like we were really busy last season and didn't gel. So maybe they're going to have the same problem.
And they're quite late signings as well, aren't they? They're only making the signings now, aren't they?
Yeah, because they're My Cattle, which is the best name in the world, by the way, she's just signed. So yeah, they're still bringing in players even now. Another 10 days of the transfer window, I believe. So 10 days to get stuff done. We're going to travel away. Tracey, get the coach ready to Spurs Saturday, November the 23rd at Brisbane Road.
12:30.
12 kickoff.
Yeah, they don't think about these things, do they? Travelling fans.
Ready for breakfast.
I know, yeah. Bad enough getting to Charlton for 2:00. And then, of course, we've got Charlton again on Wednesday, December the 11th at Bescott. So hopefully this time round, being at home, home that's not our home, that used to be our home, we can actually win this time. That'd be quite nice. And not take it to pens. So with those league draws, how are we feeling overall? Do we think it's a pretty all right draw?
I think it's one of the better draws. It could have been an awful lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been.
As long as we don't cheat, then who knows?
Yeah, if we can all just check the team sheet before everyone starts.
Good thing is we've had quite a few international players in, so we should be set. Like they've come from different leagues entirely.
That might help.
Yeah, hopefully we don't forget anyone like last time. But yeah, oh God, can you imagine if that happens again? We'll just be absolute laughing stock.
Well, we were at the game. We were sat in the stadium, and obviously Noel comes on, and everybody's like, and like it just went hush across all the Villa fans, going, "She can't play, get her off."
Oh my God!
By which time it was too late.
Awful, absolutely awful.
I remember afterwards, when Maz came over to the corner where I was talking to some people, and they said to her, like, have you seen this that's going, Noelle shouldn't have played. She was like, no, but that's why we didn't play Freya, because she was cup tied. And we're like,
there was another one. Yeah, because I remember I was stood by the dugout when she came on, and I was like, no, and I could see kind of you guys in the seats on the other side, and we all kind of went, hang on. No. And I think because they actually had security around the dugout, so you couldn't act towards them. But I'm sure someone tried to be like, Carla,
Yeah.
what are you doing? But yeah, I mean, we can laugh about it now, can't we? Because it's all.
It upset Mark's skin and say that was even better.
Oh yeah. It's always a bonus.
Yeah.
we've got to keep our run up, haven't we? Making a cup semi-final at least.
Yeah.
2 years on the trot. We've made a semi, so I think we can have a good cup run. That'll be in either. I mean, let's make it past the first game of the FA Cup this time. Would be good.
It would be nice.
And again, for that confidence and for that, right, we can take on the world, we can take on anyone, and really, really go for it. Yeah, absolutely. Now, so we've got more Champions League matches tomorrow. Other leagues around Europe have started, and we've got a couple of weeks until the WSL starts. So thank you very much for joining me for our inaugural pod, everyone. Thank you very much. And last shout out goes to, we do have a new TikTok page, everyone, and the name is, bear with, I want to get it right. So it's AVW_fan club. And we currently look like this. We are currently quite empty, but I do have a lovely little video in drafts that I will be posting very, very soon. The official account, the official home of the Villa Women Fan Club on TikTok. So thank you for everyone for listening, for watching, for joining me this evening. We hope to see you very, very soon. Goodbye. Thank you.
See you Sunday.
Bye, guys.